What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Knicks Cave. Jan and Nick Fan, your host, and let's get right into it. But before we do, I want to say I'm back. Yes, sir, I'm back. Had a little vacation. I'm not gonna lie you, it was well deserved. I haven't been on vacation honestly in about 10 years, maybe even longer. But got that out of my system, and now I'm back. I'm back, baby. It was hard being on vacation because I was missing my Knicks, you know what I'm saying? And the thing about it, we won 3 straight games. Before I wasn't here to watch them games. We beat the Clippers, Spurs, and then we beat the Hornets, and I wasn't here. You know what I'm saying? I really wanted to see that Spurs game because I wanted to see what we looked like going up against a future star in the NBA. Let's admit it. Wembayamba, if I pronounce that name right, is going to be a future star in this league. And I really wanted to see that game. Hey, it will come again, hopefully. Now let's get to this Boston game. What can I say? RJ Barrett was out. Will he been to make a difference in making this game? I would like to believe so. You know, he's averaging, the last time he played him, he dropped 24 points. He's averaging 22 points. That would have been 22 points needed. You know what I'm saying? Needed. Josh Hart stepped in. I'll get into the player stats individually a little bit down the video. He played a decent game. Can't deny. I thought he would give us enough to get the game, get us the win. Julius Randle coming into this game, his last 3 games, the last 3 wins that I missed, he was averaging 24 points, 10 rebounds. I thought this was a game that the New York Knicks could take. I was thinking about the game, the season opener, and I thought, a good revenge game. You know how the Knicks and Celtics usually play. One game they win, one game we win. We usually have an even series throughout the season. When I say series, they win 2, we win 2. We play them about 4 times a year. They're in our division. So, I was hoping we would win this game. Boston coming into this game 4-0 at home, now make it 5. I was hoping the Knicks could put a stop to that streak. But, hey, RJ Barrett set out with a migraine. What I don't understand, the players these days, the minor injuries, and this is not even an injury. It can't even be considered an illness. Because, in my opinion, extra strength, migraine, or Cetera would have took care of that earlier in the day when it first came on. Or you could have took it in the beginning of the game. By halftime, you could have been out there playing with your teammates. A headache cannot keep a player out of the game. I don't care, man. I digress. Back into this game right here. Respectively, the defense, what I'm going to say, Knicks is ranked 2nd and Boston 4th, so you knew it would have been a defensive battle. The game really got away from us in that 4th quarter. Tatum, he really was, at one point, he was like 1 from 7 from downtown, and then he just went ballistic, you know what I'm saying? Started hitting everything. And the thing about Tatum, he would miss them open, easy shots and then make the hardest contested shots. I guess he liked looking good, especially playing against my New York Knicks. Well, that's what he did last night. He made some spectacular shots down the wire, and they beat the Knicks. So, we could talk about the ins and outs of the game. How I like to always push the blame onto our coach, but we're gonna have to start talking about the general manager. You know what I'm saying? How he put this team together. And let's face it, this team is very small. You know what I'm saying? We don't have nobody to match up against Jayson, Tatum, Jaylen Brown. You know what I'm saying? Porzingis, you know what I'm saying? He continues to have a good game against the Knicks. I think it's a vendetta. But getting back to the subject on hand, the Knicks is small. We need size. And we need the players to be damn near perfect to win against teams like the Boston Celtics. This is a good team. You know what I'm saying? I know in some videos you heard me talking about, I don't think they're going to be this or that. But this is a good team, especially at home. But the way I feel about Boston, I don't care if it's basketball, football, the referees always seem to look out. Always look out for the Boston team. There was a couple of fouls that was questionable last night that didn't get called, and that did get called against the New York Knicks. But the Knicks got to play better, and it's all start with Julius Randle. Julius Randle had a decent game. Like I said, I'll get into each and every player's stats later on down the line. But The Knicks is missing one thing right now. We're missing a real power back, a backup power forward, somebody with a size. Or you can say two things. We're missing another small forward. I know a lot of y'all want to talk about Josh Hart played well in that position, but let's be real. Josh Hart is undersized. He got the heart. Yes, he have the heart, but he is undersized to be playing these positions. I wouldn't mind seeing him small forward, shooting guard, but we're getting beside ourselves. Well, I should say that the coach is. We're thinking that he's going to be able to go in and night out and bang against guys that's weighed about 30 pounds more than him. It's just not realistic. You get out there, he do make the game interesting. Cause like I said, Josh Hart got heart, and he makes you believe that he can get the job done, but in reality, the job is not going to get done. This game right here, I'm gonna be honest with you. In my opinion, it's still early in the season. It's 10 games. You're starting to see what the Knicks are, who they are, their identity on defense. We're gonna have to step it up on offense. Once again, I'm gonna stress the fact that R.J. Barrett didn't play. I know some would say that he played the first game. I think he had 24 points, but Julius Randle and Brunson both had off nights, shooting horrible. Julius Randle probably 15 points if my memory serves me correct. Jalen Brunson 14 points, but it was like 21 or 5. It was a horrible shooting night for both guys. It came out slow, looked funky. So I thought, the way they've been playing these last 3 games against, the Clippers, Spurs, and the Hornets, you see Julius Randle started to get his groove back. Stella got a groove back. But I thought it would have been a different outcome, just one of the guys step up. I was hoping Emmanuel quickly would step up, to be honest. He had been doing this thing lately. And the thing about Emmanuel quickly, in my opinion, ladies and gentlemen, is that in them pressure moments, he seemed to fade away. When we really need him the most, he seemed to disappear. He's an enigma on offense. That's how I best put it. I know he's playing for that contract, and a lot of people like Emmanuel quickly. I do too. I just like him off the ball. I don't like when he's handling the ball. In my opinion, he do not make right decisions at the right time. Getting back to right decision, Julius Randle continue to make the wrong decision, holding the ball longer than he needs to. And I'm not going to say cost us a game, but we was making a run 3 points down. And he started to want to be a one-man show, trying to be Jalen Brunson, dribble, blah, 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 and turn the ball over back-to-back on 2 possessions. I mean, like I said, the team is still finding itself. Only 10 games in. Julius Randle looking healthy, because I'm not going to blame it on the ankle, because like I said, in the last 3 games, he scored 24. He was averaging 24 points. So, I don't know. Other than the size with Josh Hart, or whoever we're bringing in, Denver Chizio, we're just too small. And I don't mind having Hart and Dante playing the small forward or a shooting guard. It's just when you try to put them in the power forward position, we're going to get killed. And teams just be licking their chops. They just love to see them guys. When I say guys, and I say teams, I mean the small forward or even power forward, mostly the power forwards. They just love to see when Josh Hart is playing them. Especially Tatum. Every time Tatum sees one of them guys, as good as Grimes is on defense, he's no match for Tatum. So they're gonna have us out beating that position when going down the line because of Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown, where they switch up that position, even go small forward to actually power forward, the shooting guard. So them 2 guys are very good basketball players. Let's put it there. But I feel that if we'd had a guy at least 6'7", maybe 6'8", you know what I'm saying, to be able to put a hand up and be able to kind of, defer that shot some, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was just shooting over our guys. They're too small. They're too small. They're very too small. Let's just see how the stats went for the game real quick. Percentages and how we did shooting the ball and everything. But the Knicks shot 41% from the field, going 33 from 79. Boston 56, 3-pointers. Shot 42% from downtown, which is not bad, very respectable. Boston shot 44. Zingers. It seemed like they guys were just hitting threes when they needed, and Tatum, just like I said, if Tatum was hitting threes earlier in that game, their percentage would be much higher. He was, like I said, 1 for 6, 1 for 7 at one point, and then it just started raining. started raining like it was a thunderstorm, a Boston thunderstorm. He was in the TD Garden. So this, I'm gonna be honest, I do not like when the Knicks play the Boston Celtics and Boston. I don't like watching any team play the Boston in Boston. I'm just going to be honest. That's one of my favorite words. I'm going to put a logo on my shirt. I'm going to be honest, honestly. I know y'all hear me say it quite often. But like I said, the free throws, Knicks, they held their own tonight, 70%. They made 17 out of 24. Boston shot 93%, 15 out of 16 assists. And this is what kills the New York Knicks. We have to get our assists up. You know what I'm saying? There was a play, and like I keep saying, Jalen Brunson, I love what you're doing, man. Don't get me wrong. But Mitchell Robinson be open. And you do some other bullshit. These are points. I'm just saying, y'all. I know a lot of us Knicks fans, we are deeply in love with Jalen Brunson because we're grateful that we finally got a point guard that can get the job done on scoring and defense. Because let's face it, Jalen Brunson is not afraid to step in and take that charge. I mean, sometimes a little bit small. Another department, even on the point guard, shooting guard position, we're undersized. You know, let's be honest. But we got heart. And I ain't talking about Josh Hart or Hartenstein. The team got heart in these positions, but let's face it, we are undersized. So that's why I said the GM, Leon Rose, you know what I'm saying? The president, they got to do something next year. We got to bring the size. And then we went out, we got certain guys, and we're not playing them well. We let them go. Windler's a guy I would like to see out there in the small forward position. Jericho Sims, I think he should be in that backup power forward position right now. I know a lot of you going to say, well, he's not going to score many points, but he's going to play defense. And if our stars will pass the ball, but you know what? Being that he's not going to be, well, he might be on the floor with Jalen Brunson out of time or two. But if Jalen Brunson was to pass the ball to the open centers, I'm saying centers, I'm not saying man, because a lot of times, even Hartenstein be open. That's easy 2 points. If he was to pass the basketball, we would get easier shots. And it would make it easier for him because they would have to respect the pass inside. Teams know that Mitchell Robinson is not getting the ball unless he gets it off an offensive rebound. And God bless, he's doing a hell of a job in that department. But teams already know they're not looking for the bigs. So they can trap, double team, knowing that it's either going to go outside to Jalen Brunson or Julius Randle or RJ Barrett. And like I said, we miss RJ Barrett. Ooh, we missed him tonight. And I'm mad because, like I said, I'm going to say it again. A migraine should not keep a player out the game. That's just what I'm saying. Hit me in the comments if you think it's anything different. That's a perfectly good reason for a basketball player to sit out against a rivalry like the Boston Celtics. Tell me. I'm just being honest. There it go again. There it go again. You know what I'm saying? It's getting back to the stats of the game. Steals, we have 5. They had 3. 2 blocks. They had 3. 8 turnovers. And at one point, the Knicks only had like 2 or 3 turnovers going into that second half. And Julius Randle, you know what I'm saying? He accounted for most of them turnovers in the second half, trying to be Batman. And he got to realize he's about to be Batgirl because the way RJ Barrett is playing, he's going to have to take a second seat to RJ Barrett when RJ Barrett plays. Let's face it, unless he returned to Julius Randle that we seen last year and the year before, he's about to be Batgirl. Now I ain't going to disrespect him like that. We just call him Batmite. Is that disrespectful? No. Is that even more Batmite or Batgirl? Well, what I'm saying, he's going to be the number 3 option on his team if he keep playing the way he do, way he is right now. And Tom Thibodeau going to have to do something to keep this team, how can I say, together. Or, I mean, I'm not even going to say it because the team is still together. But what I mean, Tom Thibodeau going to have to do something about the rotation, or when you see a player not playing up to par, to get in there and not to be afraid to yank him out. Like I said, Hart had a decent night. He scored 16 points, shooting 50% from the field. He went 6 for 12, 3 for 6 from downtown, 1 from 2 from the free throw line. Had a plus-minus rating of a -10. Grimes, another -10. Grimes had 12 points. And if you think about it, Grimes can easily average 15, 16, maybe 19 points. I'm just going to drop it like it's hot. but he has to get the ball more because he's open a lot. He's open a lot, and these guys seem to pass him up. And then it seemed like if you give Grimes a chance, I think if he came down and you gave him 5 baskets, he's going to make 3 of them. You know what I'm saying? I think Tibbs should say, listen, we're going to designate at least 6 shots, 7 shots of Grimes in the first quarter. Move it out back to 3 or 2, whatever the way it works. But if he open on a broken play, look for him. Tibbs got to start sharing the basketball with other players, and this would be a good team. Because look at Boston, how they play. They don't have a problem giving the ball to that guy, this guy, that guy. Because everybody know they're going to score. If not, get back on defense. But at the same time, what I'm trying to say, they're playing as a cohesive unit. It's not just Jaylen Brown, Jayson Tatum, and Porzingis. When them guys are getting held, they look for the guys like can't describe him. I did one of them on the team, Pippen and House. I said Pippen, but y'all know who I'm talking about. Little short white guy, House and White, and these guys contribute. And then if you think about the defense, the way the Boston Celtics, I'm not gonna lie, you, I love it. I know the Knicks is ranked second in defense, but the way that, let's say White, he always seemed to get that steal, that sneakiness, and it reminds me of myself the way I play, because he never gives up on a play. And that's what the Knicks need, players that don't give up on plays, that's going to come from behind and get the steals. We don't have that anymore. Not with the New York Knicks. We're not known for our stingy defense. I mean, I know where we ranked that right now, but at the time, you know, it was more respected. And we have big lapses. That's just my opinion. I'm freaking out right now in this video because I know the Knicks can do better. I know as a team, they can do better. Coaching, I'm coming around to the coach. I just don't like that defensive scheme ice. I'm just going to be real with you. I don't like it. I think he should switch it up. I would go old school, 2 up front, 3 up top. You know what I'm saying? Zone, 5-man zone. I'm being honest. I don't like ice. I'm going to be serious. I know you heard it in other videos. I don't like it because it always leave an open man on the wing or a cutting man. It's easy to attack. You know what I'm saying? That's my Kobe lane. You know what I'm saying? It's a very easy to attack defense. I don't know, man. But what I'm saying is that I don't feel like the season is over already. You know, in previous years, you start looking, the Knicks will be 2-8. Right now, with 10 games in, we 500. We could have been 2 games over 500 if the Knicks, actually, it would have been 1. Let me have to correct myself. But that game I felt was too important for Barrett to miss with a migraine. But y'all, I'm not going to get down on him because that's Star Barrett. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, he's going to be a future all-star. And like I said, he just might this season or for the next couple of months be our second option on offense until Julius Randle get back on track. Stop making the mistakes. These are things that they're fundamental, and I think the coach should be driving into Julius Randle every time he's come back to the bench when he make a mistake. Don't let him off easy. If you want to whine and cry and get upset, then let him. But the coach got to let him know, dude, stop holding the ball when they converge on you. Your coach got to say something. And not only that, his teammates got to make a signal, whoop, whoop, whop, whop, something that let him know too many defenders is coming to you. Get rid of the ball now. Tell me what y'all thinks in the comment. And with that being said, I want everybody to stay safe, stay healthy, God bless, and peace.